Tim, Jaden Sewer, plenty of NRL experience with the Brisbane Broncos in 12. Jack Morris, Darren Shoggig, Jake Turbin and George Fire. The interchange bench for the Queensland looks this way. Lachlan Lewis, Josh Kerr, Charlie Gallo and Darcy Morosky.
And for New South Wales and Queensland will kick off and they'll defend the southern end of ANZ Stadium. The fullbacks Matt Dufty. The centres are Corey Dennis and Curtis Scott. On the wing, Brian Kelly and Ruben Garrick. Lachlan Croker is a 5'8". Jock Cogger is a halfback. Nat Butcher, his dad too, Blake, played for South Sydney in first grade. He's the lock. The second row is Bailey Sirinen, the son of Paul Sirinen. Tyrrell Fumano. Alex Twile is the prop, along with Oliver Clark. Grant Garvey, the interchange is Zach Wolford, Tanyula Paseka, Max Elliott and Tavita Cottrell, and they're about to kick off in the under-20s.
So just waiting for a kicking tee out here at ANZ Stadium. You're live and exclusive tonight, taking our live stream up through Queensland on qrl.com.au and back here in New South Wales through nswrl.com.au. We're from the Olympic Stadium and we're counting down to Origin 3 later tonight. But Cooper Blambling, he's going to have the kicking duties to get this under-20s alive and kicking. Ball just falls off the mound there, Gibbsy.
Well, it is blowing, and they will have the advantage of this southwesterly in the first half, but I don't think the wind's really going to assist either side because whether you're going with it or against it, conditions are going to be a little bit tricky. There's the kickoff, though. New South Wales returns it to 18 metres away from their own line.
And the hooker, of course, is Garvey, dishing it across the right-hand side of the field, and running on to it now is Clark. They come back through the middle of the field, hard and straight. This is the first set of 6 here on Origin night in the under-20s. Very quick pace to start, as you'd expect in the under-20s. As Gibbsy said, plenty of NRL experience in both sides of the state. They'll kick off the right boot of Garvey, puts in the kick downfield. Gallum Mosby has lost the ball. Well, he didn't even get to the football. Now they do. Well, a little bit of a nervous start for the Maroons.
Oh, well, Mosby couldn't get it, Gallum Mosby, and it was almost taken by Lachlan Croker. I didn't think Croker was ready for it. He didn't think he was going to get such a bounce. And fortunately for the Queenslanders, it was spilt by Croker. So that could have been right under the post for Croker. Queensland under a bit of pressure early on. They work it away from their own line. They're 20 metres out.
They're 20 metres out. You can hear the crowd. Oh, no. There's the whistle in the background, the first error of the match coming up to the number 13 in Lachlan Tim, of course, from the Melbourne Storm here. So New South Wales, what an opportunity for them. Only 1.5 minutes gone to go well down inside the Maroons' 20-metre zone.
Yeah, a couple of errors here from early on from both sides. A little bit of nerves, no doubt. And as we say, with the wind being quite brisk, it is a little bit tricky. So some of the passes will have to be short, and that wasn't the best of passes. And Lachlan Tim couldn't take it. So the scrum to be fed by Jack Cogger. Centre field, ANZ Stadium. Southern end, New South Wales attacking 20 metres away from the Queensland line. A golden opportunity.
So Jack Cogger, the captain of the Blues as well, taking it forward now inside the 20-metre zone. Of course, Cogger is the only representative, I understand, in the New South Wales under-20s to actually play 16s, 18s, and tonight 20s. That's Oliver Clark.
And he's already played NRL, of course, and he's playing currently with Newcastle.
Of course, with Corey Dennis, the Knights duo. Played 11 games combined, the duo. As they go on the attack, they're looking good here. This is Scott. Oh, the ball's gone into touch. Well, they look sharp, don't they, out here on the right edge of the field?
Yeah, Curtis Scott there flicked the ball out. I think really he should have taken that tackle, though, because he was under a fair bit of pressure. And Ruben Garrick, who plays under 20s for the Dragons, he had no chance of getting that one. So they absorbed that pressure there, Queensland. Most likely, though, from New South Wales' error, not their good defence.
So if you just clicked onto the stream here tonight, 2012 was the inaugural year. New South Wales going for their 5th straight victory tonight. Queensland, well, they don't want anything of that. They're out to, one might say, spoil the New South Wales party over such a long period of time. That's Jaden Sewer. Of course, played in the under-18s last year when we were at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Had an outstanding match. Now he's advanced, and of course, up at the Brisbane Broncos, his junior club was the Logan Brothers. So Queensland here out to their 30-metre line here on Origin night. Bashing their way through the middle of the field is their lock forward in Lachlan Tim. He's cut down. look for the kick here. Croft bangs the ball down off the boot downfield, and the Blues here field it right on their own 20-metre line. They look a little bit electric at the back. Can they have a bit of footwork to put on for the fans here? They do, but Bambling was in there. Gibbs in, they knock him down 30 out from his own goal line.
Yeah, tackle bust there. Matt Duffy looking very dangerous, and good kick. And they got the advantage of the wind, but they were able to let him get away. There's a good strong run from Tyrrell Fumano. So New South Wales making good ground, Peter. Early on in this game, we've had 5 minutes of play. Queensland and New South Wales in the under-20s, 0-0.
So that's the Queensland 40-metre line coming down towards the southern end of ANZ Stadium. They're in numbers 1, 2, 3 in defence, the Maroons. That's Curtis Scott. In a dummy half, they'll kick. Will they get it back? That's exactly what they do. Cogger, he's got space. Can they regather it? No. Oh, Tawal just couldn't handle it there, Gibbsy. Scrummel back down. In fact, it was the last changeover back to the Maroons here.
Yeah, they ran the ball on the last tackle, and good quick hands there. It was Cogger to Grant Garvey, and the last pass just went astray. Gee, they've had a couple of really good opportunities. So Queensland, you know what often happens, they can get the ball down the other end of the field, but good attack by New South Wales, that last pass, though, just going ground.
That's Bernard Lewis, the winger, playing it back. So they're coming through, and they need to here on the Queenslanders to stop the onslaught. One might come of them through the middle of the field, and Fumano over the top as well on the big number 8 in George Fye, of course, another one from the Brisbane Broncos. Comes back there now to Sewer. NRL experienced Sewer. And takes it just short of the halfway line here on Origin night, game 3. There's the kick downfield, angling in towards touch. Will it find touch? It does. 20 metres out from the Blues goal line.
Yeah, good kick there from Jake Turpin, a little bit like Cameron Smith in the big time. The hooker putting in a deft kick, and that was a good one, because they'll be able to slow things down to being under enormous pressure. For the opening 6 minutes of this match, it's been Queensland who's been under pressure. New South Wales, a couple of very good opportunities that have gone astray with the last pass. So New South Wales will have the scrum feed 20 metres away from their own line.
Of course, the under-20s had the chance to actually train throughout the week with the senior squad, which is fantastic for these guys to see exactly what happens at top level of Origin. That's Fumano from the Eels. Curtis Scott goes to the 40-metre line.
When you read through the programs for the last 4 years, the players that have gone on to play first grade and have been stars in their own right is quite incredible. So this is the cream of the crop, these two sides playing here tonight. Out it goes to Duffy.
What a good shot there on the inside too. Coming there from Lewis. So 7 minutes gone in the first half. Croker puts in the kick downfield. They've lost it again here, the Maroons, right on their 10-metre line.
Gideon Gallimosby was under enormous pressure there. Another very good kick from Lachlan Croker. Put him under pressure. He was hit hard as he took the ball. The ball's gone free. So New South Wales, a scrum feed 10 metres away from the Queensland line. They've got to get some points though, Peter. They've had plenty of opportunities in this opening 7.5 minutes. They've had real good opportunities, and nothing has been shown yet on the scoreboard. So they need to convert those opportunities into points, or they might get down a little bit on themselves. Here's the scrum fed. New South Wales, great chance.
Cogger. Which way will they come now? They come out the back door, looking around for support. But Salem eventually taking the tackle. That's Garrick. Sending it wider. Back through the back line. Cogger giving it away now to the prop in Clark. Very skillful, knows his job and loves getting his hands dirty, as demonstrated here. That's Garvey. Back to Cogger. Out wider. Look for the support. Coming. There's the support. There was the pass, but it's been, well, another error. You said there they needed to crack. They're not going to crack if they keep this up.
That's frustration. That is absolute frustration. They've had field domination. They've had territorial dominance. They've had everything on Queensland at this stage, but they just keep rushing that last pass, and that's a sign of inexperience, or a little bit of nerves as well. Still early on. You've seen some good play already though. Jack Cogger showing the benefit of his first grade experience. He's been controlling things well. It's just those on the outside haven't been able to capitalise. The scrum now fed by Cooper Bambling for Queensland, 10 away from his own line.
Was Bambling also played Queensland schoolboys and the Australian merit side in the under 15, so he knows what it's like representing his own country. Look for his experience here tonight. Nice shot there coming from Bailey Sheridan. So they're trying to bash and barge their way outside their own 20-metre line. That's Lachlan Tim. They work the right. Backer comes now to Sewer. Wants a quick play the ball. And he's going to be able to get the Queenslanders, I guess, with the penalty here. They're going to kick it into touch and go back on the attack. It gives you up around halfway.
Yeah, they'll kick to this eastern side of ANZ Stadium, and that's the way the wind is going to southwest, so they should be able to make pretty good ground here. But Jaden Sewer, good run, good bullocking run, tried to get the quick play of the ball, and one of the New South Welshmen had a hold of his foot. The referee gives the penalty, and into touch it goes from Brodie Croft. So 35 metres away, this is the Queenslanders' best opportunity. 10 gone, still 0-0.
And how many times do you see it in a game of rugby league? You can be on the defence and all of a sudden get a bit of a sniff and come away with victory as far as points go. Let's see what can happen here. Can't put the cart before the horse. That's Lachlan Tim. He's dropped down 21 metres out. Now to Turpin. He's got runners on his right-hand side. That's Sewer to the 10-metre line. 10 minutes gone here in the first half. Turpin back to the right. Gallimosby's gone without it. Well, they had the right idea, but the handling has just let them down right there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The execution was poor, though. The ball went on the outside, and it was Brodie Croft who tried to give the ball back on the inside to Gideon Gallimosby, and he was under pressure. So it was well covered by the New South Wales defence. The ball went to ground, and effectively that's what New South Wales has been doing, spilling the ball 10 metres out from the Queensland line. Well, Queensland has repaid the favour. There it is. Some reciprocity or whatever it is, a reciprocal arrangement there between New South Wales and Queensland. It's all friendly at this stage. Here's Queensland.
They're going to go on the attack again. Shibasaki.
So what's happened there is New South Wales went for the intercept, so that's why Gideon Mosby lost it.
So that's Turpin looking around, finding support. The Blues right back on their goal line here. Turpin again, looking around. Comes the right-hand edge. Gallimosby, can he offload? He needs to offload. There's a chance if they can get it down. The referee here consulting with his touch judge. This could be the first try in the under-20s.
Bernard Lewis it is over there. I think the try's been awarded. Bernard Lewis, it looked like it floated forward, but the touch judge had a good view of it. He got down low, he stuck his neck out. So there it is. They went the same way, same combination, and it was Gideon Gallimosby who popped the ball over the outside, and it was Bernard Lewis, I think, who went over in that corner. Yes, it is Bernard Lewis in that northeastern corner. So well done to Queensland, because they've taken all of the pressure, they've soaked it up, and again, it was going to blindside, the short side, Brodie Croft out to Gideon Gallimosby. It had been knocked down previously by New South Wales. On this time, he threw a dummy, he checked himself, popped the ball over the outside and over the top, and Bernard Lewis is in. So 4-0. Kick to come from the touchline, and that kick will come from Cooper Bambling.
Bernard Lewis, currently with the Sydney Roosters here in Sydney. His junior club was at the Cairns Kangaroos. And the winger also instrumental at the MCG last year. But he started 2016 off for Queensland with an absolute impressive try. And now the kick from right out on the eastern touchline. They don't come much tougher in rugby league than this.
He's going to have to put it way out and hope the wind brings it back. So this is a very, very tough kick under these conditions, but he's a left foot, it'll suit him.
Just waved away. So no change on the nswrl.com.au scoreboard. Queensland, they're up by 4 points to 0 in the 12th minute of the match as we have a look at the replay. And there he is, Lewis there.
Good work because he had Lachlan Croker all over him. Brian Kelly was there as well, and despite the attention of those two defenders, he was able to take the ball and score Bernard Lewis. And it wasn't, look, it was a pass that Gideon Gallimosby knew if he could get over the top, it was a great chance, but he still had to finish it off, and Bernard Lewis did that. With that unsuccessful conversion by Cooper Bambling, there was a huddle. New South Wales, a little bit of soul searching because they realise they've frittered away their opportunities, and Queensland's had one and scored.
So they're bringing it back as George Fye, can't miss him, playing it back. 14 minutes gone here if you just logged onto the coverage. Warm welcome to the live stream of the under-20s here on Origin night. Gallimosby trying to link up, and he does. Bernard Lewis is down the sideline. He's got support. He turns it back on the inside. Shibasaki, can he offload? He does, but it's gone forward. And now New South Wales come away with this is Corey Dennis up towards his own 20-metre line.
Oh, great football there. Great talent on display there. Unfortunately, Shibasaki should have just taken that tackle there. Gemet Shibasaki. It was a great break by Bernard Lewis after he got the ball again from the same combination that set up the try, Gideon Gallimosby. Lewis was away, and that last pass just went down. So New South Wales, they're a little bit rattled here.
They're taking it to them, aren't they? Queensland. That's the halfway line. 15 minutes gone in the first half. Who wants to take it over the halfway line? They're putting their hand up, which is a good sign. Back to the right-hand side of the field. A little bit of confusion maybe there between the 6 and the 11, but it's effective back to the left. Look for the kick now. There's Croker putting the kick downfield. Gallimosby's got to play it in goal. He's got to get back into the field of play. Referee's given a penalty here to the Blues.
Yeah, he was hit after he kicked the ball there, Lachlan Croker. No need to do that because Gallimosby had the ball under control. It was a good kick, though, because it just landed short of the goal line and went into the goal line. Didn't go dead in goal. Gallimosby had to bring the ball back, but Lachlan Croker was just bumped. And as a result, where the ball landed is a penalty to New South Wales, and they're going to take the tap.
Just looking around, and they do exactly that. They take the tap and advance it inside the 10-metre zone. That's Oliver Clark looking for their first points. Referee here is telling him to go back and...
No, they're slowing up. It's another penalty. But
another penalty?
It won't matter, though. They're just taking it back. So as a result, taking it back, Queensland have to stay in their line. Here come the Blues again. 4-0 Queensland. New South Wales haven't been able to capitalise. Will they this time?
That's Morris there in defence. Garvey back to the left-hand side. Cogger giving it out wider. Croker offloading the pass. They're letting them run New South Wales side here. Queensland are going to knock them into the ground. Which way will they come now? They go short to Weil. Looking to offload. He does. Out the back door. Garvey. Quick hands away. Croker offloading at will, aren't they? They need to put them into the ground here, the Maroons. Back to Garrick. He's going backwards, but he'll look to go backwards to straighten up. And he does that.
Good defence there by Queensland.
Garvey again. Works the right-hand edge. Back to Scott. Can he get over? He tried to reach over the line, but he's short by 2 metres.
Great defence on that occasion. It was Jack Morris. And New South Wales looking a little bit more frustrated now. They can't. They don't know what to do close to the line to get through this impregnable defence. There was some drop balls early on, but that was really good defence under pressure. So they want to preserve their 4-0 lead. 22 minutes remaining in this first half. Queensland working away. They get up to about 15 short of halfway.
That's Shibasaki. The one from the Brisbane Broncos. So they go close again to the halfway line here. 22 minutes gone in the first half here. Bambling, they're up quickly. You could feel that impact in here in the commentary box through our effects mic.
It was 11 on 11. It was Tyrrell Fumano coming up with a big tackle on Jack Morris.
So Turpin, that's him in 9. Here's the kick. Croft goes high to the air. You wouldn't want to be underneath this one, would you? They're coming through Queensland. Lucky. Very lucky. Garrick is there to save the day for the Blues. Wow.
Seriously, you said you wouldn't want to be under it. I don't care who was going to be catching it. You would have needed a net because it was swirling around in the breeze, and they're going to have to do more of that. It hit the ground, and luckily it went into the arms of Lachlan Croker. So good kick from Queensland. A very lucky break there for New South Wales. The bounce favoured them.
There's probably a little bit of frost on the ball too, as we see the Blues here just short of the halfway line. Who wants to go for a run now? Garrick again. He crosses halfway and takes the shot there of Turpin. Plays the ball back quickly. There's the kick off the left boot there of Garvey. Puts in the kick downfield. Who wants to go across and collect it? Gala Mosby does. He was able to beat one. He's got support on his left. He goes himself. He tried to step away from another, but he's dropped down there. Gibbsy 30 out from the Queensland goal line.
Great run there by Gala Mosby, and that's why he's been a try-scoring machine in the Holden Cup. They work it away again quite comfortably. Some good kicking here. The chase wasn't that good for New South Wales on that occasion. And when Curtis Scott had made half a break previously, there wasn't much backing up. They just got to lift things a little bit, New South Wales here. Offload there. Queensland have lost it.
Yeah, Lachlan Tim there is trying to push the ball out the back, but it's only going to do one thing, and that's put down a scrum in the centre of ANZ Stadium. So 20 minutes gone. Queensland were able to score the first try through their winger in Bernard Lewis, with the Sydney Roosters here in the NRL. Played all his junior football up in Cairns, and he was a member, as I mentioned, in the 18 squad, and he's got his chance here today. So the New South Wales Blues here getting another opportunity to roll forward to halfway. So they're 15 metres in from the eastern touchline. They advance it towards the Queensland 40-metre line, and that's Corey Dennis from the Newcastle Knights. Teammates, of course, with the captain in Cogger. That's the 30. And, of course, that is Bailey Siridan in 13. Back then out of Cogger. He goes to the line, gives it away to Clark. And that's the 20-metre line here. 4-0. 19 minutes remaining in the first half. Cogger goes himself.
Great tackle by Jake Turpin. Nailed him. Last tackle, 15 metres out.
Back to the right. Croker. Away to Firmano. He's 4 metres out. Did he know it was the
He must have.
last tackle, Gibbsy?
He must have. And they thought they'd take them on, and their defence has been resolute.
First change made by Queensland. Number 16 is on, Charlie Gallo.
You could hear there in the effects mic that Charlie Gallo is on for Queensland.
And that's Bernard. Marcus Jensen in 5. He's here on the left-hand edge, and Lewis is on the eastern wing here at ANZ Stadium as they run towards the northern end of the field here. That's Lachlan Tim. Not a bad crowd building in here for time for Origin 3 here. Out the back door it comes. Quick hands. Sewer trying to beat Croker. Flicked it out the back. They're running around in circles. Now they look to straighten up, and they're dropped down just short of the halfway line. They scoop it up with one hand and give it away to Kerr. 41 metres out. Back to Turpin. He's going to put right boot to the ball. Goes straight downfield. That's the 10-metre line the Blues are going to go down and collect the football. 15 metres in from that eastern touchline.
Gee, that was good football. They really controlled the ball well, and they used that set fantastic. So it's now New South Wales under pressure. They trail by 4 points to 0, and they're now working away from their own line. They can't afford a handling mistake here.
Change made by New South Wales.
Going for their 5th consecutive victory here, the Blues. Queensland chasing their first victory to take back to Queensland since the competition commenced in 2012. Penalty here to the Blues. This will help their cause right on halfway.
Yeah, that's a good one because they had New South Wales pinned, so they didn't need to do that. And there's a few changes being made here. So both coaches electing to make changes. Those coaches, Queensland's coached by Kurt Wrigley, and New South Wales, an ex-New South Wales legend in Dean Pay.
Our main referee, of course, is Peter Goff, assisted by Tim Ruby. Sideline officials on this side is Nick Morrell and Casey Burgess. So that's the 20-metre line they're about to hit. 16 minutes remaining here in the first half of the under-20s with Johnny Gibbs and Peter Jolly here as Paseka from the Tigers. 15 metres away. Searching desperately for points here in the under-20s. Gallo over the top, along with Kerr. That's Garvey. Are they about to launch something? Dufty, the fullback from St. George Illawarra Dragons. 2 metres out. Back through the middle of the field they come. Running forward, Fiumano flicks it out the back. There's a chance out wide. Scott gives it away. Garrick's in. Garrick gets the first try for New South Wales. We're locked up at 4-all.
Oh, brilliant try there by Ruben Garrick. So 4-all, and they'll have a shot from the touchline. So we've had both wingers who've been able to score, but on that occasion, a great offload there by Fiumano. And look, he's been dangerous. He's been doing plenty of work, Terrell Fiumano, the back row for New South Wales. And he, of course, hails from the Parramatta Eels, and he is a dominant player in the Holden Cup as well. But on that occasion, he was able to get an offload. They kept the ball going. Curtis Scott, quick hands, and went to Garrick, and Garrick was over in the corner. So with 15 minutes to go in the first half, it's all locked up. New South Wales and Queensland, 4-all. Kick to come from the boot of Brian Kelly to maybe put New South Wales in front.
And here it is on the replay again. That pass.
Great ball.
Set the try up, then it was just quick hands. Great positional play by Garrick. Backed himself and gets the first 4 points for the Blues.
Yeah, he backed up there well too, Jack Cogger, because he knew that Tyrrell Fiumano is capable of offloading the ball. He got that one hand free, flicked it back. Cogger was onto it. Cogger to Scott. Scott to Garrick. Try.
So the chance now for Brian Kelly. Hailing from the Gold Coast Titans. Dean Pay throughout the week told us that he's the speed machine out there on the wing, as you'd expect from a winger. But he's also got the goal kicking tonight for New South Wales. That's his equation on screen right now. 22 metres in, 1 metre in from touch.
Kicking into the breeze.
Let's see if he can convert the try to Garrick. It's coming back around. It looks okay. He's got it. What a beauty from the touchline.
Held it up. The breeze held it up. That's a strong kick. That was a beautiful kick there from Brian Kelly. So New South Wales 6, Queensland 4. Look at this ball from Tyrrell Fiumano. Oh, beautiful play. Cogger's onto it. Curtis Scott gets it. Curtis Scott realises that Kelly is unmarked on the outside, should I say, Ruben Garrick, and over he goes, and Brian Kelly's conversion makes it 6-0. New South Wales over Queensland.
So inside the last 13 minutes of the first half here on Origin night here at ANZ Stadium. It's Max Elliott off the interchange bench for the Blues, but his club is the Brisbane Broncos. That's Fiumano just across the road here at the Parramatta Eels, getting his opportunity to shine tonight to Wal. Also from the Eels as they come out to the left-hand side, Dufty looks to take them on. Cleaned up there from Gallo. That's the halfway line, Gibbsy.
Seems to be more freedom now, Peter, from New South Wales. They're playing a lot more confidently now. Fiumano, who's been everywhere. Gee, he's done a lot of work.
They'll kick. Garvey seems like he's been booting that ball from that position a number of times too, but this time the breeze helps it go dead.
Yeah, just bounced over there. It's a firm track. Here's Gideon Gallimosby. Away he goes. Takes a quick tap. What's happened here? No, he wants him to tap it again, I think. False start. Jumped the gun there.
Take 2.
I'll tell you what, seeing that bomb that was put up before and poor old Matt Dufty, trying to see it coming down from the sky, you think James Tedesco's going to have an interesting debut tonight.
Oh, he's probably looking at that thinking,
as I said, he should take his net with him.
That's exactly it. This is Jensen. He's ended up taking his boots with him to the 40-metre line. Now they roll it forward. This is Morosky from the Canterbury Bulldogs. Turpin exploits a gap from dummy half. It closed just as quick as it opened from Sheridan. Bambling, flicking it out the back. Morosky. Turpin again. Here we go again, another air raid here at ANZ Stadium. This time, It was diffused at the back, and they've received a penalty for their efforts here, the Blues.
They were in front of the kicker, all of the Queenslanders, and he didn't get that as deep as he would have liked. So as a result, some of those players were getting there a little bit early. They were in front of the kicker. So now New South Wales will kick to this western touchline. They do that. So with about 11 and a half to go, this game is really delicately poised. We've seen a couple of really scything tackles from a couple of the interchange players that have come on. In particular, Max Elliott. Gee, he's cut down a couple of the Queenslanders. He is from the Broncos, but some of his teammates maybe that he's played some junior footy with, he's really cut them down. Here they go, Garvey away.
Nice passing game in him, just like this man with the ball, with Croker giving it away to Sheridan. So 25 metres out from the Queensland goal line. Back there now to Butcher. Offloading it out the back again. Pasaki. Strong. Lanky. Quick play the ball. Quick go forward. Garvey again. Goes short. They're getting closer here, New South Wales.
Last tackle.
What's Garvey going to do? He's going to hear a penalty from the referee. That's what he's going to do. 2 metres out from the Maroons' goal line.
Hands in the ruck there from the hooker, Jake Turpin, just trying to slow things down. What will I do? Will I take the 2 points, or are they going to go for gold? They're having a bit of a discussion. They're going to take a tap. That's the spirit. That's what we like to see. Some attacking prowess shown by New South Wales, and Pasaka is brought down only 2 metres away.
So they look to go to the left again. Here they come, New South Wales. Oh, even better from Queensland, up quickly in their face. But they've got it back here. They're going across field. They're looking to come out to the edge where they had success only 5 minutes ago when Garrick scored here in the western corner.
Yeah, that good tackle there was from Bernard Lewis, try saver.
So Garvey again. Goes short. Back to Elliott. Flicks it out the back. How on earth did he do that? We'll ask him later on. Out wider it comes. New South Wales go close. Croker, is he in? I think he's got there. The second try for New South Wales. They've hit back now. It's 10-4 with a kick to come, Gibbsy.
Yeah, they kept the ball alive, and they haven't been dropping as much as they did at the start of the game. They've really controlled things the last 10 minutes or so. It went from one side of the field to the other, then back to that eastern side. And Lachlan Croker was able to go through the tackle of his opposite, Brodie Croft, and score. There was some really good defence in the set before, or in the play the ball before, when Bernard Lewis, who scored the try for Queensland, stopped it, but they just kept going one way to the other. Now, Max Elliott, I complimented him on his defence. What about the offload there? Held, got the ball away, it went to Garvey. Garvey then gave it on the outside to Bailey Siren, and the runaround with Lachlan Croker, the old runaround, he created an opportunity. He came up with a scything one and was able to score. He couldn't be stopped. So now, from that eastern touchline, we'll have another shot at goal from Brian Kelly. So 10-4, New South Wales over Queensland, 8.5 remaining in this first half. Both tries have been scored from great offloads from the forwards.
Exactly. The fans loving what they're seeing here from those forwards. And Croker from the Canberra Raiders, one of 2 from Canberra tonight for New South Wales. Zach Lawford off the interchange bench. His partner down there in the nation's capital. So Brian Kelly here from right out on the eastern touchline. He's brought it back 5 metres, because where the try was given off the whistle of our referee tonight in Peter Goff. So the pendulum swinging back into New South Wales' favour. It's been swinging that way for nearly 4 years. Here's the kick. Can he convert the try? It's hanging up there, and it drops over.
Beautiful, beautiful. In these really tricky, windy conditions, they're great strikes from Brian Kelly. And 12-4, 8 points, great advantage. Here it is. Again, it is Max Elliott who's able to flick the ball. He's got 3 defenders on him, and somehow he flicks it out, sleight of hand. It goes to Garvey. Now, you've mentioned his good passing game. It is very, very good. He gives the ball on the outside to Croker. Croker then to Bailey Sirenan. Around the outside of Sirenan is Lachlan Croker. He dummies. He's in between the centre 3/4, and that is Shibasaki and the winger and the 5'8", Brodie Croft, and he scores. Now, you mentioned that passing game. Well, Grant Garvey's big brother, Craig, plays first grade for the Bulldogs. So he's a good player too, and he's looking a lot like his brother.
No doubt getting a lot of tips there as we see the lock forward, taking it forward. Butcher trying to get it away here, Gibson. They do exactly that. So they're causing a little bit of mayhem through the middle. Destruction.
That was Bailey Siren again doing a very good job.
That's Wolford off the bench. Along with Croker, as I mentioned, when he got that try. Cogger. This game is fast. We expected that. The under-20s. New South Wales leading 12 points to 4. After Queensland got the first try of the night. Gallimosby again. His positional play at the back has been superb for Queensland. With 6 minutes remaining, he'll play it back.
Does another good kick there from Lachlan Croker, and Gideon Gallimosby couldn't really run very far. The defence, the chase was enthusiastic, and Zach Wolford is on the field now, fulfilling that dummy half role.
So there's Shibasaki giving it back to Turpin. That's the 30-metre line they're about to go across. New South Wales, 3 of them in there to bring the Maroons down. Bashing and barging their way through the middle again. That's the last tackle now. Look for the kick. Bambling puts in a kick downfield. Nicely fallen on there by Cogger. And the Knight will play it on his own halfway line, the halfway line.
Yeah, that wasn't the best option, and they just lost their way a little bit. They're rattled because New South Wales was really dominating. They've dominated the last 10 minutes. They've been able to score 2 tries, and there'll be a lot of trouble with 5 minutes before half-time if New South Wales can score another one. Currently, the Blues 12, the Maroons 4.
So that's Wolford sending it back to the left-hand side of the field. Kroger turning it back on the inside. The Blues here stepping, weaving, darting. Can they offload? No, instead they choose for a big palm. Dufty into Bambling. So 12 metres away here. Leading by 12 points to 4. Max Elliott is within 5 metres of the line. Last tackle here for the Blues. They're going to kick one into the in-goal area. Came off Queensland. Well, he didn't want to play at it there, Gallimosby.
He came in late. There was a player in front of him that would have been offside. Yep. So in the end, he came from behind that player, so that was all right. That was a good kick. It might have been a bit lucky, though. I think he just kicked and hoped, and it ricocheted off a Queensland player. Queensland fell on it, so New South Wales now will get the ball. They're a bit slow coming to the scrum. I think they are trying to soak up as much time as they can to get into the sheds, Peter, because they trail 12-4. They were controlling things. Leading 4-0, remember? Then there was 2 converted tries, one to Ruben Garrick, and then Lachlan Croker. That has given New South Wales that 12-4 lead. And with 3.5 minutes to go in this first half, this is critical for Queensland to hang on.
So Wolford comes to him, sending out to the left-hand side of the field. They're turning it back on the inside. Oh, that's a good shot. Eastern side they explore. There's that passing game again. That ball there for a moment was just hanging out the back. Now it flops out the back, and the referee is going to give a penalty here, Gibbsy, to the Blues.
It's a bit raggedy, aren't they, Queensland? They're a bit raggedy. They're trying to hang on, and the experience, first grade experience of Lachlan Croker and also Jack Cogger is really to the fore here. They're doing a good job controlling things. So 18 metres out. Wolford taps it. Forward they go.
Through Sheridan. And the Tiger within 8 metres of the line. Dropping off there was Kerr from the Maroons. That allowed the Blues to advance it. Referee here has come into it. Just telling him to go back and play it there, Pasaka. 4 metres out. Trying to deny them the try here, Queensland. But New South Wales, they'd love another 4 going into the break.
They've lost it. They've lost it. Just a little bit too much haste there. The ball's been lost. So Queensland backslapping all round, and that's good defence there because under enormous pressure, only 2 minutes, 20 seconds before half-time, they're trailing 12-4. More points there would have been devastating leading into half-time. So they should be able to go to half-time with 8 points. That's attainable in the second half. Easily.
So don't go anywhere. We're going to have an absolute bell ringer in the second half here on the live stream on nswrl.com.au or qrl.com.au. The under-20s. That's Morosky. Off the bench. The crowd filtering through here. We've got a crowd in excess of about 25,000 in here at the moment, watching the future of New South Wales and hopefully Queensland here. Look out for a lot of these names to represent down the track in rugby league, if they haven't already, in our National Rugby League competition. They're about to throw it out the back door. But New South Wales effective in the tackle there on Croft. They're about to cross the 30 up to the 40. That's Sewer. He's dropped down on the 40-metre line here. Penalty as well, so this will help them leading into the break here. They're going to get the opportunity to go well down inside New South Wales territory here, Gibbsy, after they were receiving a penalty.
Yeah, and they can throw caution to the wind here because there's only 50 seconds to go. So there it is. The ball's put into touch on that eastern side of the field, 35 metres out. Bambling finds touch, so they need to keep the ball alive here. The only thing that they can do wrong would be give an intercept. So I think they should chance their arm and go for the points. New South Wales 12, Queensland 4. 30 seconds remaining in this first half and a full set to Queensland, only 25 metres away from the Blues line.
That's Gallo with 28 seconds remaining in the first half. Out the back it comes now to Croft. Oh, here we go. Is there a chance out wide? Shibasaki, he'll take them on. 4 metres out.
15 seconds to go.
Queensland, can they register the points going into the break? They're getting closer, but time might be against them here.
One more play.
Turpin, they'll kick. Sewer, picked up by Croker, and there's the siren in the background. That's half-time. 12-4 in favour of New South Wales.
No, that was a good opportunity there for Queensland. They knew what the equation was. They went for the extra points, but at half-time, it's New South Wales 12, Queensland 4, New South Wales. Garrick and Croker tries. Bernard Lewis a try for Queensland. Both the New South Wales tries were converted brilliantly. One from the eastern touchline, one from the western touchline by Brian Kelly. So at half-time in the under-20s, New South Wales, after trailing 4-0 at half-time, lead 12-4.
So we'll take a break and we'll come back to ANZ Stadium. 40 down, 40 to go. Can New South Wales go on with it, or will Queensland be able to steal the show? We'll be back.